didn't talk about the breath. The breath was funky as hell. Like, hello everybody, what's good? What's popping in the hood, honey? Welcome to my channel, girl. And today I'm gonna eat some pancakes, some turkey bacon, and some eggs I made. Pancakes my favorite food. But girl, let's get into it. Enough of these. So this story time is about the time I was talking to a dude I met on Facebook, and he was pretty known. Like, you know, he had, well, what is known these days? He just had a lot of likes on Facebook time to time, and he was, you know, I guess you can say popular, right? He had inboxed me, and he was like, hey, like, you cute, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, this is a cool dude, honey. And then, girl, he wasn't an ugly dude, you know. We're gonna get to that later, right? So we started talking or whatever, and regular, what you doing? Hey, how old are you? And then like we started texting, and you know, he seemed like a normal dude. So it got to the point where like we started texting every day, and he seemed sweet. He was very consistent and everything. And one day he was like, hey, like, we should talk on the phone. We'll talk on the phone. And he used to always put the phone on mute. So I'm like, that's, you know, like, that's understandable. Because, you know, back in the G, like, living with your parents, your mama be cussing you out. So, bitch, I'm gonna put this phone on mute. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even embarrass me how. So that's understandable. But one time he forgot to put the phone on mute. And I was like listening, and it sounded like somebody was just going crazy, like suffocating itself. Like, I heard noises while on the phone with him. It was kind of like, ugh, like it was like, ugh, like what? Like, is you taking a shit? Is you suffocating? Is you constipated? That particular day, he got back on the phone as if nothing had happened. Like, hello. So I'm like, hey, you okay? He was like, yeah, like what? So I just acted, you know, at that point, I just acted like I didn't hear nothing, I didn't see nothing, out of sight, out of mind. So I just disregarded it, right? So 2 days passed, and we was on the phone again. Girl, all stupid, missing all the red signs. So this man looked cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So 2 days passed by, and I don't even think he even wanted to put the phone on mute. I think he was just letting it just go freely. So this particular day, we was on the phone for like a long time, and then he just came out of nowhere. Like, oh God, bro, y'all, like making noises like that. That's not it, child. That's not it, girl. Hold on, y'all. Let me, cause I talk so much. I'ma let my food get cold. But girl, this dude, I noticed him making weird noises every now and then. This particular day, I said, "What's wrong with you? Like, you good?" He was like, "Sometimes I have, like, you know, a little anxiety. My mind just triggered, and I just start fidgeting." And I'm like, oh, okay. So I started being concerned, you know. I was like, okay, because anxiety real. I deal with anxiety, but I don't do all that. But I know everybody have a different experience. It started to become a normal thing. I was just, you know, like on some accepting him for what he was, you know, just, you know, like him going through whatever he going through. And then it's to the point where he started getting comfortable. It started getting worse and worse, y'all. Like, we'll be on the phone, nigga. It's like 10 at night, and this nigga out of nowhere, like, what, nigga? What? Like, what's going on? Or, like, he'll be, like, having, like, mental personality disorder type energy. It started getting worse and worse and worse. He started off with, like, the weird, I guess, oh, y'all, please. I can't believe this is how it was, and I'm just trying to, this dog, till actually getting comfortable with expressing his other side to me. Mind you, he don't look like the type that you know, be doing something like this or having these moments. I mean, come at you real normal, how most dudes on social media. Y'all, this man was getting so comfortable with me. It started from the weird sounds like into random voice changes. Oh God. We'll be talking and then he'll get quiet, sniffing, and I'm like, hey, like, you good? Yeah, I'm okay, Brianna. What the fuck happened to your voice? Which I didn't say it like that, but that's when I started to be like, mind y'all, so we did not see each other in person yet. So he just started having weird moments, like, well, he'll talk like a baby. Like, he'll be like, yeah, I'm okay. You know, I'm just chilling. You know how life is, Brianna. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. You know how life is. I don't know why I didn't run in. Obviously, something ain't right about this dude. So that's when, girl, he was egging me on to come see him because we never seen each other. And I was, you know, I wanted to, but I didn't because we have been talking for a few weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like 3 weeks at this time. And I never seen him because it's like somebody you talk to every day, text and talk. Eventually, you go want to see each other. It was off and on with him doing these weird outbursts or whatever. And I was just pretty much programmed to it. I'm so damn stupid. I am a sweet person. I really accept people the way they is, and I'm very understanding. I just give people a chance. After the whole voice changing moments and everything, another incident happened on the phone. He'll just randomly start crying. Like, that's how comfortable he was getting with me. He'll randomly start crying because I don't know, but he just used to say, I'm okay. Yeah. Hey, don't just accept me for the way I am. Like, he used to say stuff like that and be hysterically crying randomly out of nowhere. And I'm just on the phone trying to console him and say, yeah, it's okay. And then, you know, he'll start back doing his random like fucking noises. And I'm just like, okay, this nigga is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for real. So back to us seeing each other. This when he wasn't taking up for an answer. He was, you know, pretty much telling me, hey, I can't wait to see you. You need to come over here. We're gonna have fun and watch movies, and I'm gonna have snacks. I'm gonna have this and that. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I actually felt comfortable in a way going to see him, but half and half I didn't, because I'm like, the stuff you've been showing me on the phone lately been creeping me out a little bit, which I didn't discuss that with him, you know what I'm saying? So this particular day, I told my sister to take me over this dude's house. My sister was my ride back in the G. She dropped me off and I was just waiting on him to come outside. It took him about 5 minutes to come outside, right? Girl, he walked outside and my heart dropped. You know how they be trying to throw shade at girls, talking about, y'all don't look like how y'all look on social media, nigga. Dudes be the same way. This nigga, it was to the point where he was almost scary looking. It's like his face was, it was not like on social media. It was just like, my heart was like, hey, and of course he spoke to my sister or whatever. And the whole time, y'all, I wanted to turn back to my sister and be like, I don't want to come in here. I want to go home. Let's drive off. But it was too late and he already saw me and he did seem excited. But the whole time, like, he's smiling at me, looking at me like this. And I'm just looking at him like, ugh, like, I don't like talking about people, but he wasn't the cutest bunch, you know, at the playground. He wasn't the Facebook dude. So boom, he take me into the house. We sit on the couch and everything just pretty much adds up. Like, this nigga is weird. So we sit on the couch and he like this. Hey. I mean, walking back and forth. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Because I'm a very outgoing girl. Like, if we just meet, more likely you're going to feel comfortable off the bat. Like, I'm not really shy like that, meeting somebody. Like, I'm just off the bat talkative and, you know, outgoing. So he like, what's up? Walking back and forth. And I'm like, hey, yeah, like, what's good? And he like, you look good, you pretty. And I'm like, thank you.
You funny. I'm for real.
But he was just getting weirder and weirder. Next thing I know, the stuff he be doing over the phone came out. It came out the shell. So he randomly grabbed a pillow. He grabs a pillow and he just hold it like this, doing shit like this. And I'm like, looking at this nigga like, you okay? Girl, he doing stuff like this. He grabbing the pillow and he playing with it. So I'm thinking he probably having like a anxiety attack. But then he started making the freaking noises like, yeah, yeah, I'm okay. How you doing? You so funny, girl. Oh God. So I'm just like, oh my freaking God. So I'm so sweet. I'm just playing it off as if it's not a big deal. I'm just laughing with him. He doing, I'm like, he like, I'm like, he like, oh God. Oh my freaking girl, nightmare on Elm Street, girl. So I'm just like, bro, I text my sister. Like, I wasn't there for over 20 minutes. I texted her and said, Sherelle, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get the fuck out of Dodge. I think she texted back and was like, dang, God ready? I was like, yes. I told him, you know, I'm finna go or whatever. He was like, why? And I was like, oh, cause my sister gotta go to work at, you know, like this time, so I just came to stop by. You know, I had a good little excuse, honey. And he was like, okay, cool. So I could tell he kind of felt sad a little bit. It's kind of like he knew that I wasn't feeling him because I wasn't really showing that I did. Like, the energy over the phone that I gave was completely different after I seen him. Especially after, like, me seeing he was pretty weird. But the thing is, dudes be acting a certain way on social media and come off, you know, like this normal dude, but the whole time they real deal be creeps out here. So I'm just waiting on my ride. My sister's super slow, so she ain't come for like 30 minutes. So I was there in there with him for 30 minutes and everything was pretty much quiet and awkward at this point. But it's so funny because I already made it up in my mind. I'm not talking to this dude anymore and I was gonna block him, right? So boom, my sister pull up and he walked me outside and he like, yeah, it was nice seeing you. I'm gonna see you. Oh, girl, I didn't talk about the breath. The breath was funky as hell, like from a mile away. Mind you, I wasn't even that close to him because I was already weirded out, you know. And even when I first got there and he greeted me, the fucking breath was through the damn roof. It was very strong, like he worked 12-hour shifts, honey. The breath was strong. This moment, my sister pulled up, he walked me outside and he like, I had fun. And I'm like, I had fun too. In my head, I'm like, nigga, we ain't do shit. You lied, telling me some snacks and movies. Child, we were just in a dark living room. Like, it wasn't really much with a little sunlight peeping through. I don't know what that was about. I get up in the car with my sister. I don't even much think I told her I was weirded out and I just did not like the dude. Like, I don't know. I really forgot exactly what I told her. So boom, as soon as I got in the car, I blocked him. He started calling me off block. I answered the phone, of course, and he like, hey, I was trying to call you and I texted you, but you didn't, you know, like pick up. And I was like, oh, I don't know what happened. I just didn't want to tell him off the bat that I didn't want to talk to him or whatever. I just pretty much was like not feeling it no more. So I kind of separated myself until one day he called me and he wanted to know why. I was like, I don't know why I stopped talking to you. I just don't really like you like that no more. and he started crying on the phone like a baby, hysterically crying. He started doing that voice. You know, I told y'all in the beginning, it was like a personality disorder. Like, he switched his voice. Yeah, you don't like me, huh? Mind you, he talked like a boy, like, hey, yo. He always switched up his voice, like, hey, what you doing? Like, what is you freaking doing, dude? He never said he was, you know, slow or, you know what I'm saying? He was just like a regular dude, had regular friends in the city, like, just regular dude. But I didn't know what I was getting myself into. The dude was a whole freaking weirdo. After that, I just been super careful about who I meet on social media, because these people be portraying a life that's not real. It's social media. You can make up any personality you want. You can just be whoever you want to be. I'ma just let y'all know, it don't matter how they look, what you think they is, girl, like, you would be surprised. And I know some of y'all experienced it. And dudes catfish too. You can't do people like that. You need to tell people off the bat, like, hey, I'm a little loony sometimes. I switch personalities. I do this and that. You just never know. So I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. And look at my food, girl. I ain't even eat. And I'm not even hungry no more, to be honest. Because, girl, I'm not even hungry. But thank y'all so much for watching. And see you next time.